What's up, you guys? It's Jackson here, and welcome back to our F1 2020 career mode. We're in the Formula 2 racing at Silverstone today. We come in as the championship leader. Really excited to get underway for the feature race.
It's Sunday, and that means it's race time here in Silverstone. As the cars are being prepared, let's join them trackside for the start of the race.
Alright, so we've qualified 9th on the grid. Let's have a look at our race strategy here. Starting on the soft tyre, pitting around lap 5, changing to the hard tyre. I don't mind that, but today I think we're going to try something different. We are going to start on the hard tyre, run to about lap 10, and then finish on the soft tyre. So we'll go for the alternate strategy. We're starting P9, so we do need to move through the field. So we're starting on the hard tyre. Hopefully we get some clear air around sort of lap 6 to 10, and then we'll come at them really strong at the end on the soft tyre. So we'll have a go with that and see how we go. Not a great launch off the line. Oh. Oh. It's busy. It's busy. Here we go. I just couldn't quite get the power down. Right, not a great start. We've lost 3 positions. And we're under pressure still. Not overly surprising given we are on the harder compound tyre, of course.
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward.
Massive understeer on cold tyres. Side by side. Whoa! You can certainly feel that these hard tyres are not producing the grip that the soft tyres are of all the cars around us. Certainly gone with a risky strategy to try and make our way through the field today, but I'm interested to see how this pays off. So first up down, lost 4 positions. Not a great start to the race, but as ever we're playing the long game today. 15 lap race. Got to put in a good drive over both the hard tyres and the soft tyres. And if we can stick on the back of the Lacey, then that gives us a good chance as the race plays out. Obviously the cars in front, as I've said, are on soft, so with us on hard, if we can sort of keep up somewhat, sort of hold station with them, then I think that bodes well. That does not bode well. That's got a nudge too. Wow. That's massively costly. Down to P17, and now we have a real comeback drive on our hands. On the back of Calderon, we know there's a bit of speed in this car. I'll just need to be patient. We can't shoot too much life out of these tyres. But certainly we've lost a lot of time on the leaders with that mistake. Car's got a problem up ahead. teammate, Sergio. So it looks like we'll be flying the flag for
ESC
dams.
deployed. The virtual safety car has been deployed. We need to keep a positive delta here. Slow down, maintain a positive delta.
Come
Drop your
on.
speed, our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Here we go, come on.
VSC ending, we're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
Ah, almost nailed that run. Just had to lift. Just when it went green. Probably could have managed it, but that's okay. P16, so we need to dig in now. Picked up DRS.
Sergio is out of the race.
I'm just happy to sit here for the time being. Just see what the difference in the tyre compounds is like. That's where I lost it a couple laps ago. Just trying to get the power down. I think I was probably a little bit too eager. Pick up the power a little bit too early, and then you get out on the curb in the AstroTurf, and yeah, it's not very grippy out there. But we are sticking to the back of Calderon, which is good. It's good to be picking up DRS.
Okay, the gap behind is 1.8 seconds.
But we have a lot of cars that we do need to overtake. When we change to soft tyres, it's going to be busy for sure. Expecting the car ahead to be pitting in the next 2 or 3 laps. Probably quite a few. Could possibly pit at the end of this lap as well. So that will at least give us some clear air to work with, but certainly made it a hard day dropping back all this way. You gotta make the most of what you got. Tyre wear is quite comfortable at the moment, and we're sitting on the back of Calderon on the soft tyre, so the base is good. It's just how many cars we're going to need to overtake in the final 5 laps when we do change to the softs. I think it's going to be time to go here. With DRS open. And Calderon behind us now pits. So we'll keep an eye on that when we pit. So they'll change to the hard tyre.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
They'll change to the hard tyre. Obviously got to run longer on the old hard tyre, so we'll see where we come out in comparison to them. Quite possibly we'll have to overtake them again. Keep going.
Confirmed.
The F2 strategy in this game is a little bit buggy. That's multiple times. Old mate Chef has told us about a new strategy option which is identical to the strategy we had pre-planned. Don't quite understand, but anyway. So we'll inherit the race lead, so this is quite an important phase of the race. With clear air and a few laps to just knuckle down on the hard tyre. And then the question is, when do we change to the soft? The intention is at the end of lap 10, that'll give us 5 laps on the soft, but if we can pit a lap earlier, then we give ourselves 6 laps on the soft, obviously, so that could be a net gain, but how much drop-off do we get at the end of the race? That's always going to be hard to tell. The tyre wear on these hard tyres doesn't seem too bad. We're at 24% after 6 laps, so 4% per lap. So if you expect on the soft tyre, maybe 6 or 7% per lap. 6 laps would be sort of 35-40% wear, which I'd be okay with, so we might do that. We might put it at the end of lap 9 and try and give ourselves a bit more time on the soft tyre. That'll be 2 more laps until we stop
We're
then.
approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
And the gap to Matsushita 15 seconds, so certainly we have to gain a lot of time on the soft tyres to gain that, when you expect that pit stops is probably going to be in the vicinity of 30 seconds. Not that we're probably in the contention for the win today, all things considered, but it's just to get some perspective on where we're at in this race. If we could get, we want to get in the points. We have to get in the top 10. If we can get in the top 8, you know, sort of that 6th to 8th position, then we get the reverse grid, front couple rows. That would be great. So pick up some points, get up the front of the grid for tomorrow. That would be ideal. Pagnian is pretty loose under acceleration. Okay. Box this lap. Box this lap, please.
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
Chef likes the manners. Gotta be kind to him.
You're dropping a second a lap to the car behind, 1 second.
Alright, here we go. Into pit lane. Oh, speed limiter. Oh. Didn't practice pit stops in practice. To nowhere. Pit entry was damn it. So we'll have to hold for 5 seconds here, I think. Or will that be added to the end of the race?
Exit now.
Okay, it'll be added to the end of the race, so we'll just have to get on with it, knowing that we're going to lose 5 seconds. See where we come out here.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
Looks like we're out P15, okay, so, I mean, hey, we're in it. We're on soft tyres, new soft tyres. The car in front are on old, hard tyres. We're going to get a big benefit in these first couple of laps. There will, of course, be diminishing returns as these tyres wear, so we need to make hay while the sun shines. Pass a bunch of these cars, knowing that we now have a 5-second penalty to add to the pain of today's race. Behind Shawgalale. Oh. That was awkward, and so is this. Whoa. Yes! That bump through cops was insane.
Look easy.
B14. Let's shoot a fast lap of 43.1. Hopefully we can dismiss that on the soft tyres. Oh, we've got a run on Nick DeVries into turn 1. Yes. So this is fun now. We have a massive grip advantage. And a big train of cars that we can overtake. TRS open on the back of Nikita Mazepin. Go under brakes here. Jeez. Whoa. Not sure what that was about. We'll just ignore the overtaking on the yellows. Not sure where the yellows are actually. What's going on? Are Lacey out of the race then? P8 to reverse grid pole for the sprint race. But can we pull a 5-second margin on them? That's the question. On the back of Correa. Have to go here. Oh. We just can't wait around. And there's the fastest lap, so at least we get that bonus, hopefully. But we really, can't wait around while we have the grip in these soft tyres. Got to go for it. Okay, that's P8. That's reverse grid pole, so 3.5 laps, 5 seconds, that's the game here. Tyre wear already out to 24%, so I've been chewing them up. We're gonna catch traffic before we pull a 5-second gain, so we have to overtake more race cars. Gap the line 1.5 seconds.
Keep this up.
Probably be clear for this whole lap and then make an overtake on the next one would be my expectation here. Reverse grid pole is the target, P8. Need to build a 5-second margin. Without that speeding penalty, and without that mistake at this corner, but even just without that speeding penalty, this would have been a pretty good strategy, I think. To start at P9, we're already up to 8, so it would have been decent, but that speeding penalty adds some complexity to the race. Should pick up DRS here. No. Oh.
No tyre concerns at the moment. Just focus on the driving.
Oh yeah. Right, 3 cars to get through. Obviously these overtakes aren't going to matter. They're not going to count for points, but we need them to build the 5 seconds to Guan Yu Zhou behind us. Oh, there we go, there's one. We'll pick up DRS. Down the Wellington straight. We're not close enough this time, unfortunately. The gap to Zhou, 3.5 seconds. As I said, it's going to get harder and harder as these soft tyres wear. Got to run. Can we? No, that's not going to win well. But we can through here. Can we? Maybe not. Maybe not. That's costly. Ah, and again, just not getting out of the corners well enough. We need to get past. Down the inside. That took too long. Really needed to be through all this traffic.
Good work, great pass. This is your final lap of the race.
And I can't now see what the gap is to Guan Yu Zhou. So we just have to go for broke. Oh. Little rub to get that move done. But okay. Got DRS. Can we build the 5-second margin? Final lap. That wasn't fantastic. Ah, it's killing me. I can't see what the gap is. Tire wear is high. Gotta give it everything. Across the line. Will we have got it? That's a weird feeling not knowing.
We'll see you in part
10.
After this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the driver's table. It was not the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Now then, Davide Valsecchi, who would you say was your driver of the day?
I think I take Jordan Key. The English driver was fantastic in the last few laps of the race.
And now a look at the team standings. It was a tough race for our championship leaders, who lose ground at the top of the table. Meanwhile, Carlin moved up the table with another strong performance this weekend. Goodbye for now then, but we really are just getting started. Make sure you join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Ah, damn. P10, so we pick up 3 championship points. 1 plus the 2 for the fastest lap, but man, we were, what was the gap? 15.9, Guan Yu Zhou 16.5, missed out by 6/10 of a second on reverse grid pole for the sprint race. Massively disappointing. Probably if we'd got past Luke Gildo a bit quicker on that penultimate lap, we might have been a chance for P8, but nonetheless, we'll start P10 in the sprint race. I think that strategy could have worked. You know, we were up to 5th from, where were we, 17th at one point, so P5 would have been a pretty decent result from 9th on the grid if you discount obviously the speeding penalty, and then if you discount the mistake in the early phase of the race that dropped us back 3 or 4 positions, we probably could have been on the podium today. So it's a bit of a race of what could have been, but an interesting strategy nonetheless. Was fine on the soft tyres coming through the field. So starting P10 for the sprint race. Let's see what we can do.
We've reversed the top 8 from yesterday's race to set the grid for the sprint race here today, and the drivers are almost ready on the grid down below.
Alright, so time for the sprint race. We're starting out of P10. Oh man, so close to scoring pole behaviour. Starting out of P10, and options for race strategy. Yeah, I think, look, disclaimer, in the last few races, for whatever reason, the AI a whole bunch of the AI keep pitting in the sprint race, and it makes no sense. It's really not the fastest strategy. I know sometimes in real world Formula 2 it works, but they always end up down the back, and the 5 cars that don't pit end up the front. But we'll play it by ear. If the majority of cars are pitting, we'll be fair. We'll join them in the pit stop. But I think the plan for here will start with just running the hard tyre for the entire 11 lap race, and we'll just see how the race plays out. Good initial launch, but we got a guy on the inside. Oh, no way!
Virtual safety car, virtual safety car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta.
Oh, I have to hand that position back.
Okay, you need to give that position back. That was an illegal overtake.
Massive drama at the start. I had one of the primers down the inside of me.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green.
Yeah, one of the primers down the inside, and then there was 3 wide up ahead, and it was just really, really awkward. So that's obviously a really not the optimal way to start this race. Hubert looks like he's struggling a bit, but with P18s, we've dropped pretty much all the way to the back. That's a Sheeta went around, Hubert went around, not sure about these other cars, but once again,
not an ideal lap 1, but let's make the best of it.
Once again, we're on the comeback. So, as Chef said, not ideal, but we'll have to try and get up there, score some points. That's really disappointing. Shows how much chaos there is in the mid-pack at the start of a race. So Delatrap ahead of us is starting on a soft tyre, so he'll definitely make a pit stop. But we saw on the suggested strategy that was 30 seconds slower than the prime strategy of just staying on the hard tyres the whole race. We'll see if anyone goes hard to soft. That, yeah, is also not overly smart, but I guess some people will have a crack, see if something works. If you do get a safety car, that strategy can be a little bit more beneficial, but nonetheless, try and move forward here. The hard tyres held up pretty well in the feature race. We were wearing at about 4-5% per lap, so feeling good to go fairly hard for the entirety of this race. And right now we have good pace on Louis Delatraz. Can we use? Get Sergio. Oh, bro. Felt like I was up there, but didn't want to give me more room than he had to. DRS enabled now, obviously, so that will be helpful. But we got a run on Sean Kalale. Almost tripped over his rear wheel, but job done. Yes. Although we will be
Nice work, that brings you up a place.
under threat from DRS if we don't. Oh, we did just grab DRS, so that's good. That protects us from the car behinds. Can work on catching Gunith and having a career best 14th position. That's probably not quite true. I'm not sure what his career best is. Just know there's a lot of memes. So these next 3 cars ahead of us all on hard tyres. Seemed to have really good pace in this first phase of the race. That was a bit racky. Wow. Got a bit of a run. I don't. Couldn't make a decision. Yes, no, yes, no. Started with no. And, right, that's the first time we pit stop. Boccolacci in the pits. That's wide. Here we go, gotta run though. Just go casually down the inside. And job done. Pick up DRS, P13. So we should definitely be able to get into the points here. Hopefully just a solitary point for 10th place in the feature race, plus 2 bonus points for the fastest lap. If we can do a faster lap, at least you get a bit of a bonus even when you don't have a great points day. Certainly our championship lead was cut down in that first race. Jordan King having a good result. Get better and out of this corner this time, that's much better. Just had to hold off the power, not run into the back of Calderon, and yeah, that's cost us a bit. But Mick Schumacher was at 42.3. That's pretty quick on if he's on the hard tyres. That sounds like a soft tyre lap, actually, which will mean it's going to be pretty hard for us to get the fastest lap on the hards. That's okay. So that should be a free position. Damage model in F1 2020 is slightly forgiving, which while a little unrealistic, it's nice in scenarios like that where you just charge the car in front and you get away with it. But yeah, probably should have given us a bit of front wing damage there, but got away with it, so we'll press on. So I think these are the teammates up ahead, Boschong and Lacey. Again, both on the hard tyres. See if we can get close enough to Lacey for a move down the Hackney Straight. Need to get out of Magnussen Beckett's better. Just need to time the run. Last lap we were almost too good and had to lift. That was better. Pick up DRS. And a bit of a slipstream. Come on, come on. And there we go, job done. We really do have good pace.
We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
So hard to see the apex for that corner when you're tucked in behind someone. And we're approaching black markers. Don't know. Right. up to P11. So one more position to get into the points. Can we line ourselves up for a move? Grip around the outside. Surely not.
VSC deployed. The virtual safety car has been deployed. We need to keep a positive delta here. Slow down, maintain a positive delta.
Looks like we just got the move done before the VSC came out. So we better out the race.
Drop your speed, our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
VSC always really complex to get right. Come on, let's go green.
VSC ending, we're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
So, oh, those cars pitting now. That's a touch late. You could have pitted while the VSC was out. That could have been a real benefit to them, but that should be 3 positions to us, I think. So P8. Lap 7 of 11. That's too deep into that corner. Oh, just made a stop. So past 11 cars in 6 laps. See if we can grab a few more in the closing stages of this race. Hopefully we haven't taken too much life out of the tyres. 24%, so basically bang on with how we were in the feature race. We took the hard tyres, 9 laps in the feature race. Obviously we're going to take them 2 extra laps if we go the whole way on these set of tyres. Purple through sector 2, that's nice.
Place. You're in 8th place. Mazepin's just ahead. Push for the position. The gap is less than a second. They're on old hards. Beauchamp is behind you. Less than a second separate you. They're on old hards. Okay, gap to leader, 14.1 seconds. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Gap to teammate behind is 3.6 seconds. Yellow flag.
Oh gosh, I was trying to work out what the fastest lap of the race was. Completely missed my braking zone down there into the Vale chicane. And that's cost us a lot of time. We're actually under a bit of pressure now from from Beauchamp. Actually, under quite a lot of pressure. Turn. And it's 5 seconds up to 1 mil Correa ahead, so that makes it a little bit tricky. We'll have 3 laps to go at the conclusion of this one, so we'll see if we can close the gap. Just about got the car behind out of DRS zone, DRS range. If 1 or 2 more cars make a pit stop for soft tyres, that will be beneficial. So the soft tyre strategy is definitely an option to set the fastest lap, but position's much more important than the fastest lap in terms of how many points you get. Feels like the race has just settled for a bit here. Got it 1.6 to Calderon behind, 4.2 to Carrera ahead, and this could be how it ends. Just see if there's any pit stop news on this lap. No, so a fast lap, yes.
Fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
All this time I'm going on about how everyone was on the soft tyre, going for the fastest lap, we're on the hard tyre, no, we won't have a chance. And then didn't even realise that was a good lap. But it's on the fastest lap. 9 lap of hard tyres. Brilliant. Well, that's good. That's good. It's not been an incredible weekend here at Silverstone. Our pace has been okay, but I've just had dramas in both races. Missed a lot of practice running due to some rain and then a crash. And we qualified 9th. And then, obviously you've seen the action in the feature racing sprint race. Drama with the mistake in the feature race and then the pit lane speeding penalty. And then that wild moment at the start of this one. That was chaos. Very lucky to come out with no damage actually. And the virtual safety car obviously kind of saved our race there, that we were able to sort of close back up onto the field and not they didn't all drive away while we turned the car around. So 10th in race 1 with the fastest lap. And
This is your final lap of the race.
one more lap to go to claim 7th and the fastest lap in race 2. So 2 points finishes. It's nothing to write home about, but it's okay. Buckles beats. See if we can pull out about a lap, but it's gonna have to be pretty good on these tyres. Don't think we're going to crack the fastest lap at 2/10 off of our personal best. So Jordan King has just dropped back to 6th, so he's our main championship rival at this phase in the race, phase in the championship. So not too far ahead as Schumacher wins and will come home P7 without the fastest lap.
After this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Now then, Davide Valsecchi, who would you say was your driver of the day?
It's got to be Mick Schumacher. he attack, whole race long. It was amazing.
On to the teams then. Charus moved further clear at the top of the table. Meanwhile, Prema have improved their position. A strong weekend for them as they fight their way to the top. That's it for today's race. From Davide and I, it's goodbye, and we'll see you when Formula 2 returns.
Alright, so we did actually manage to claim the fastest lap for some reason, maybe a track limits violation for Boccolacci on his fastest. Wasn't in the top 10. Wasn't in the top 10, so we claimed the fastest lap. So P10 and the fastest lap in the feature race, P7 and the fastest lap in the sprint race, and we come out on top of the championship standings by 7 points to Jordan King. So not a great weekend, but not a bad weekend. Just sort of a satisfactory weekend, and we need to keep improving to make sure we stay on the top of the championship ladder. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to smash the like button to help out with the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you want to make sure you don't miss any of these F1 2020 career mode races, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and otherwise that's it from me today. I hope you have a brilliant rest of your day, whatever that looks like for you, and until next time, it's bye for now.